It has been 3 months, but the wait is over. Black Clover is back. And it's one hell of a start to a chapter because apparently the other half of Lucifero was still in the underworld, but he got summoned by Lucius, who fucking off-screens his ass. And of course, he rips out the other half of his heart and straight up eats it in front of Lucifero. Yeah, so Lucifero gets fucking wrecked twice. Once at the end of the last saga, and now just off-screen to the beginning of the third and final part. That's kind of busted. Oh, wow. Like, the King of the Devils gets no respect. He just gets shit on by everyone. Yeah, so apparently while we waited 3 months, the story's jumping a year and 3 months into the future, where Asta is being promoted to vice captain. Like, no joke. The ceremony is all the captains, plus all the people from the church, and of course his closest friends, are all there to celebrate and have a party with him for his promotion. The funny thing is that we then learn from Fagolion that apparently Yuno's already a captain. Yeah, so that also got off-screened. We didn't get to see his promotion to captain, which is also fucking insane. But William is still captain of the Golden Dawn, so I'm not entirely understanding. Is he like a co-captain of the Golden Dawn, or is he on his own unit? They haven't really explained that yet, but it's heavily implied that he's still working with the Golden Dawn. So he's probably either a co-captain, or William just stepped down. I have no idea. So the reason why Asta wasn't immediately promoted after the battle, and it took an entire year, was apparently because Demato went missing, obviously killed, because he went missing, which no one seems to give a shit about for some reason. I mean, well, I suppose it's been a year, so if someone goes missing for a year, you gotta move on eventually, even if the investigation goes nowhere. But the case that Asta is a devil worshiper or whatever basically took extra time because Demato wasn't there to actually run it. But now that it's finally over with, Asta can move on with his life, so good for him. But yeah, as for the Secret of Julius being a child, that of course spread out to the entire kingdom, and they're now looking for a replacement Wizard King. And Asta mentions that Fagolion, Nozel, and Merlion were all candidates to be it, but they all turned it down because they all see that they're too weak to do the job, which is insane. They're all fucking beasts, but because they couldn't beat Lucifero, I guess they feel ashamed, which doesn't make any sense, because, come on, it's the god, it's the king of devils, like, of course you couldn't beat him. But, yeah, that's just how they feel. They just don't think they're worthy of the spot, which is crazy to me. As for Merlion, the reason why she said no is because she doesn't want anything to do with that shit. Which doesn't surprise me. She likes to living out in the wild and just being herself. She didn't want to be a magic knight either. Kind of forced into it when her brother went into a coma. Which means by the end of this, most likely the next Wizard King will be Asta and not Fagolion as I thought it would be. So my prediction was wrong. I thought it would go Fagolion then Asta, but nope. It's gonna go straight to Asta after this. So while all the human kingdoms apparently are at peace, at the moment there are still devils running around all over the place, and there's currently an investigation going on led by Yuno with the Golden Dawn and the rest of the Black Bulls that are at the party. They're currently out, well, doing an investigation, like I said. Of course, the investigation will most likely lead them to the fact that, the Wizard King is the one doing it. So Yami tries interacting with the other captains, and Charlotte just takes right off, and Yami doesn't understand why, and he's confused. For some reason, no one for an entire year told him that Charlotte confessed. But then Finral finally does, and then asks, wait, she confessed to you? So I thought something would have happened by now with you two. And then Yami just well, I gotta take a poo. He goes to the bathroom, and apparently that's his thinking place, because he tries to understand that Charlotte has loved him this entire time, and that the key he was feeling wasn't hatred, but love. And apparently he sits there for a pretty damn long time trying to figure out what he's supposed to feel at that moment, because Finral's already ready to go. So back where Asta's at, he decides to confess to Sister Lily again, not surprising. But before that has a chance, Nero is of course on his head and overhears this, transforms back into a human and walks over to where Noel and Mimosa are. Both of them, even though a year has passed, have still not confessed to Asta, and are currently on the verge of going insane as they try to figure out what they're going to do about their feelings. Once again, what is wrong with these two? Like, what the hell? What is wrong with everyone? Why are they letting a year to lapse with nothing happening? But yeah, but yeah, they're both going nuts. That's when Nero decides to screw with both of them, because she knows how they feel about Asta, and basically whispers into their ears that Asta's about to confess. They both go insane, thinking that, is it them, or what? So they decide to follow Asta and spy on him, all three of them, Noel, Mimosa, and Nero, to spy on his confession with Sister Lily again. So this is probably Asta's first serious confession, because he just turned 18 and he says this is going to be the last time he's asked her. And so he does it. He asks her to marry him one more time. Of course, Mimosa and Noelle are scared out of their minds of this. And of course, Sister Lily turns him down again. And this time she actually explains this. Instead of just punching him with magic water, she actually explains that to her, Asta is like a little brother and she cannot see him any other way. Asta, of course, has to accept this and basically says, okay, I understand, but please witness me become the Wizard King. And Sister Lily basically thinks back about everything that happened since he was a child and finally says, for the first time, I believe you can do it. And so this very sad and sweet moment is then immediately interrupted by Lucius, who starts clapping and congratulates Asta at getting this far on his journey to become Wizard King, but then tells him he's going to die right here and now. Now, do I think Asta's going to die right here and now? No, obviously, he's the main character, but a bunch of the captains are in this place all here, which means I have a feeling that a few of them are probably about to die. Something awful is about to happen. He isn't just going to attack and let him go. Like, this dude set up a plan for decades. I mean, he's been pretending to be the Wizard King for a long time. Basically, what I could see happening is basically the utter annihilation of the upper command of the Clover Kingdom. After that, I have no idea what this man is planning on doing. I mean, he didn't even seem to have a really major plan when it came to the Devil Hearts. He just ate them. So, just probably to gain their power. So I have no idea what he plans on doing after this. Like, does he want to rule the world? Does he want to destroy the world? Like, what the hell does this guy want? We still have no idea what his plan is. All I know is that I'm afraid that Sister Lily is probably going to die right here and now. I mean, she's literally just a normal human being at this point, standing next to a monster. Basically, a guy who was able to solo Lucifero on his own. Like, this dude is going to fucking just do some kind of major attack, I'm guessing, in the next chapter, and Sister Lily's gonna die. I'm so glad the wait is over, and I really do hope that the final arc of Black Clover is one that will be remembered. Alright, so if you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, give a thumbs up, so you can enjoy more Black Clover and other anime things. Thank you, and have a great day.